We're gonna start off with the one and only... I'm just gonna start with the easiest one, right? And the one operator we're gonna start with is 100% Bibeak. And Bibeak is an operator that I think is probably the freaking strongest operator in the game from the free-to-play operators. Bibeak is just freaking broken. And in my tier list, she's freaking A+ in the normal tier list. But there's one thing. I think she's better than Chen. And I don't know how many of you would disagree with this. But if I can choose to bring Chen or Bibeak on a stage, you can give me your opinion. Because the stun and everything, you can use this in so many places. Chen is maybe better DPS, but the stun is so big on so many stages and it's a AoE stun. Bibeak is also one of the free-to-play operators that is worth leveling even if you just have a normal account. She's so helpful on any account. She can be used on any account. Also, we're gonna start off with Amiya, and Amiya is also freaking broken. Amiya is broken. She has the normal version and the guard version. We're gonna include both with this ranking. You can switch between the versions. Really helpful. So you have two operators in one. Amiya caster is S. But Amiya guard is maybe SS. Yeah, I'm gonna give her that. Like, S is still really, really strong. And you have to build her. It doesn't matter who you are. If you want to reach chapter 8 and finish chapter 8, you gotta build Amiya. There's no escape from this. Flamebringer is better than most people say, in my opinion. Most of the people say like Flamebringer is horrible. There's no freaking use of Flamebringer, right? So many people say this. And so many people say Melanfa is better than Flamebringer. And I would agree and disagree on this statement. Mainly because if Melanfa and Flamebringer are E1 level 55 on the same level, Melanfa is cheaper to build and the difference between them isn't that big, right? But Flamebringer can be E2'd, M3'd, and go on like level 80. Oh no, level 70. Level 80. Level 80, right? He can go level 80, and that's a big difference. And if you compare now Amiya, if you compare Melanfa with Flamebringer max level, both max level, Flamebringer is just way better. Usually should build Flamebringer max level. But he can do quite a lot. And if you have a really good map, Flamebringer can shine quite well. So next one, Cliffheart. Also Cliffheart, I mentioned this in a previous video. She's freaking amazing, OP, and she's 100% worth leveling on any account. I mean, I know you get Gladia in the future, which is a 6-star puller, which is insanely good, but she has true damage. I think she's one of the 4 operators that have true damage, so she is insanely good. Feater I don't have on my no gacha account because I started the account too late. But Feater is also... she is okay-ish good. Oh god, this is a hard decision. I mean, yeah, Feater is a really good push. She has a dodge, which is quite nice. This is how I would rank this. I think this is better. I have to change this a little bit. Feater is better than Flamebringer in my opinion. A little bit. But Feater is not on the same level as Amiya in my opinion. Amiya is still way more useful than Feater. Now Breeze. Breeze. I think Feater level. Breeze, in my opinion, is... should I? I can't. I can't decide. What would you say? Breeze is insanely good and I think it's better than... yeah, I'm gonna place her above. I'm gonna place on the same level as Amiya. Freaking Breeze is, in my opinion, better than Perfumer. Her freaking heal is insanely good. Second skill heal is so big. It heals so much, it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. And I think she's better than Breeze. I think she's better than Perfumer. But I think she's worse than Apple Sauce. Like, there's a lot of stages I wouldn't have been able to beat without Breeze. She's my only AoE healer. And she's really, really strong. And I honestly think she's better than Perfumer. I would still level Perfumer over Breeze on a normal account. Mainly because Perfumer is cheaper to build. But if it comes to performance, I think Breeze is gonna perform better there. Guys, Bison. And Bison is someone that is hard to rank. Bison is not bad. I think on the same level as Breeze and Amiya. Like, Bison is super tanky. nice talent. He can give defense to units around him. Or behind him, I think. That's pretty good. I like Bison though. Bison is really cool. In my opinion, Bison deserves S rank. Like in this tier list. Definitely. And next one, Salen. Salen is good. Don't get me wrong, Salen is really good. But the problem with Salen is her talent is freaking useless. And her second skill is okay. But there's not too many stages where you can actually use this efficiently. So I think even though she can be really cool and strong on some stages, I don't think she deserves the same rank as Bison, Breeze, and Amiya. So I'm gonna place her in A. Breeze and Salen, which is worse? I think Salen is worse than Breeze. Breeze is strong. I think Breeze is really strong. I think she's one of the operators that is really underestimated by the community. She's just expensive, okay? And getting potential upgrades is also very, very hard to get. You need to get like, I think, 3,600 red certs. You get per run 20 red certs. So you have to do 300 runs, right? Yeah, 300 runs. 300 runs, that should be times 30 sanity. That should be around 9,000 sanity, right? Am I wrong? My math might be completely wrong. my math is probably completely wrong. So I think 9,000 sanity for getting max potential Breeze. Which is quite expensive though. And that's just max potential, nothing else. Building her is another, I don't know how many thousand sanity. So, yeah. She's one of the most expensive operator to level in this game. Pretty sure about this. Next one. We're gonna rank Folonic. And Folonic is okay, but just okay. Now I'm gonna make a lot of people mad. I love her skin, but I think she might be one of the worst wealth operator in the game, in my opinion. Should I? No. I don't. Okay, she's not that bad. She's not that bad. She has still uses like Flamebringer. She's not that bad. I was already a little bit too hard on that. I mean, she has her uses, but in like every time when I need a healer with normal range, I'm gonna bring Gabriel 1,000 times over Folonic. Folonic is good, and I don't know if I would have been able to beat the second last CC with the Flagbeers and Crouchbeers and stuff without Folonic. I'm saying this right now. But you gotta know the stage quite well to make a good use of her second skill, or of the first skill. And mainly because of that, I don't use it that much. And yeah, Snow Sand. Now this one I can place here reliably. Yeah, I think I can place Snow Sand here. Snow Sand, she has a silence, which is really, really cool. The problem is, yeah, I'm asking this right now, you guys. When was the last freaking time you had to use silence on something? You barely use silence anymore. It feels like silence is a dying mechanic, sadly. I love Snow Sand design. Any 5 was like, still, it was one stage. There's not a lot of stages where you use silence anymore. And I don't, like, between Rogue and Snow Sand, there is not a big difference. I don't know, from all the wealth operator, I think she's the worst one. I'm gonna also make a lot of people mad with this. I personally think Absinthe is better than Amiya. Yeah. I think she's better than the caster Amiya. But Amiya still has the guard version. That's because I think they are on the same level. If it's just between casters, Absinthe is better in my opinion. She's just more consistent at dealing damage. But Amiya still has her guard version. And mainly because of that, they are on the same level. But otherwise, I think Absinthe would be better. Like, honestly, I think if I have to level a caster, and it has to be either between Amiya and Absinthe, I would level Absinthe. Mainly for performance. If you have to level one caster, you choose Amiya because you know you have to Tuye at one point. But if it comes just to performance, and I have to select one of these two, and I'm not gonna focus on you have to level Amiya, I would prefer Absinthe actually. So, Sideroca. Many people would disagree with this. With Sideroca, it's like on every single stage. on every single hard stage, she ends up being one of the key units. Every time I beat something really difficult, most of the time Sideroca is in the team. Really good. Self-heal operators are really good. She can stand there quite well without any healers that heal her. Also, she has resistance and she has a lot of HP. She's super tanky. I know that many people say like Mouse is better than Sideroca, that Astasia is better than Sideroca, that Surt is better than Sideroca. Like, those are all wrong. Like, Surt are better than Sideroca. Sideroca is obviously the best one, but I still think she's better than Mouse. Better than Mouse and on the same level as Astasia. Tuye. She's a new operator, a healer, and I don't know why my camera is a little bit not straight. Anyway, Tuye. Tuye is someone that I don't like as a healer. She's not bad and she's probably gonna be the key unit for some stages. The problem I have with freaking Tuye is her second freaking skill. It's so freaking awkward. When she has a second skill, she has an unlimited skill duration, which is really good. The problem with that is she stops healing operators that have above 50% HP. So if there is an AoE damage dealer or something, she's not able to heal the units up in time. That's the big problem. And it feels so awkward. If you have like 2 enemies on the stage that attack one operator. Imagine like, sorry, the rocket is getting attacked, right? By one operator, and let's just say she is like at 55% of HP. And now there's a hammer guy coming that deals 60% of the HP. Even though she's in the healing range of Tuye, she wouldn't get healed. Which is so freaking annoying and awkward. And then the sledgehammer guy would attack, and she would be dead. How about Tuye's first skill? I have it also M3. Tuye's first skill is Tuye's first skill is pretty good. But you have to activate it every time by yourself. Which is good, you can time stuff. But it's still... I would bring Gabriel over her. I'm saying this right now. I would bring Gabriel over Tuye. Next one, we all know it. Freaking Scene. If you have used summoners, you probably have used Scene. Scene is insanely good. She's a free-to-play summoner. She helped me to clear a lot of stuff. Scene is someone you should level if you like summoners. Obviously, summoners are not strong if you don't know how to use them. But if you know how to use them, they are freaking broken. And thanks to her, I have something like a fast redeploy on my no gacha account. I think we can all agree, Scene is from welfare operators pretty freaking strong. Now, Mint. Mint is also, she's okay. She can be a key unit on some stages. She can deal quite some damage. And she can interrupt the attacks with her second skill because she can pull them towards her. Really strong. But again, she's someone, not on every stage she's gonna be useful. You can't bring her on every stage. But having a tank on a ranged tile can be so freaking helpful and big. Robin also, oh, this is hard. It's either S or A. Robin has advantages and disadvantages. Yeah, I think we can do this. The big thing why Robin is insanely cool and good. She can place mines which don't take deployment spots. If you have time to prepare, she can freaking mine the entire battleground. Really good. And you can either bind or push. Problem is, you gotta need time to set everything up. And you don't have the time on every stage. So that's that. Also, if you look at the no gacha view, you don't have a lot of DP to play around with. On a normal account view, you have, so she's gonna be a lot better. But if you don't have a Merlin, you only have a career, you can't use her max potential. It's sad because of that. But otherwise, she is really cool. Tomimi. Now, Tomimi is someone that I don't know how to rank. How do you rank RNG in Arknights? I would like to know that. It can help you to clear stages that seem impossible if you get really lucky. But you need to get lucky and you usually don't want RNG. And that's the thing. She is strong. But you gotta get lucky. So I'm gonna place her in Flamebringer tier, Falling tier. If you know the stages, she can be a key unit. But most of the times, it's very unlikely to bring her. Wishlash is strong. She's strong. She's not like you have to build her strong, but she can help. Like Wishlash itself isn't that strong. But if you combine her with like Bibeak or just other stuff, she can increase the ASPD, which synergizes really well with some operators, especially Bibeak. Wishslash, she's strong, she can buff ASPD, she can also do a free block with AoE damage with the second skill. She has talent that she can make if she's placed down. 3 block operators have more SPD immediately. It's hard to rank, it's really hard to rank her. It really depends on the stage and what your team is. But yeah, in my opinion, she's strong. She's not crazy strong. She's not a must build. Definitely not. But she can be quite useful. So, we're gonna go with Savage. Savage is my only AoE damage dealer, and she's super helpful. Problem about her, she is not that tanky. Her damage is, she is good, the damage is fine. She can be really strong, she helped me through a lot. But like, if we look at the view from all the wealth operator, I would rather have all of them above than Savage, in my opinion. I don't know. I don't know. This is also such a hard one to rank. Like, I don't know if I should rank it that way. For a no gacha account, on my no gacha account, I definitely need her. On a no gacha account, she's definitely an S tier. On a normal account, she would be an A tier. It's hard. Savage is hard. Savage is really hard to rank. She's a perfect in-between. It depends on what kind of view you have. If we look at all the wealth operator, she's definitely one of the better wealth operator to get. But if you have a normal account, I don't think she's worth leveling. If you have a no gacha account, she's definitely a really big key unit. So I'm just gonna give her the S, okay? Grani is the only Vanguard with kill I have on my no gacha account. Beside Plume. She deals quite some damage, can be tanky. The main reason why I give her the A is she's not really versatile. You can't bring her to every stage. You need to know the stage before you bring her. I barely bring her anymore, even though she's not bad. Hard to place on a normal ground if you don't know the stage. So I'm gonna put her in A. She can tank some shit, but she's not the crazy good. Grani best. She is super tanky. Grani best 1-block defender. I don't know. I think Eunectus is a little bit better. Eunectus is... I don't know. Eunectus is outperforming Grani by a little bit. Next one and last one already. Purgatory. Purgatory is for me insanely good. She is insanely good, and she's the only AoE caster I have on my no gacha account. She has a cool design, cool skill animation. Both her skills are good. It depends on the situation which one is gonna be better. She can be freaking useful. And sadly, her freaking skills are taking a lot of SP to use. But as soon as you place her down, I think she gets 30 SP for herself. And every cast that is on the field gets like 6 that is already on the field. You can actually time or help Amiya's skill, for example, to time it better. Second skill, for example. Also, like, imagine if you're using Afiatla, you place her down. She activates her second skill immediately again. Not bad. Not bad. She can be useful. Usually, if you have Afiatla, you're usually not bringing... You're not bringing Purgatory usually, but still, as an example. Or she can just help the depths and has her skill faster. So all in all, Purgatory is good. The damage is quite nice. I think she deserves S. And that is, in my opinion, the tier list for wealth operators. Like, the ones that are definitely worth leveling are those 3 on any account. It doesn't matter what kind of account you have. If you have Bibeak, Scene, or Cliffheart, which you have anyway, they are actually worth building. And that is my opinion about wealth operators. From all the experience I got with no gacha and everything, this is how I would rank them. I hope you agree. If you don't, I think that's totally fine. And just so you know, my normal tier list is not based 100% on my opinion. I still ask other people. This one is 100% my opinion. Some may disagree, and that's fine. And with that said, hey, I really hope you liked this, you enjoyed this watching. And thanks so much. I really appreciate that. And with that said, bye bye. Have a good one. See ya.